Welcome to the bottom of the barrel. To all you grubby groupers and floundering fans, to another edition of the Bottom Feeders Podcast, the first podcast dedicated to the last. Sit back and enjoy the blast and the rush of watching our team shrivel in the clutch or not showing up in games that mean so much. Here at the bottom, we talk about it all, every decision that led us to our downfall.
The backside of Brandon Moore to knock the ball out.
Quarterback arm going forward.
Welcome to the Bottom Feeders.
We are back with another episode of the Bottom Feeders Podcast. Carson alongside Malcolm. Back from the break. Thank you guys for still listening. And Malcolm, I know we were talking a bit about Shane Ray before the break. For whatever reason, Shane Ray was topic of conversation. He was one of those prospects that, so we thought he was arrested. He wasn't arrested, but he was, I think he may have been arrested. He was, got in legal issues for marijuana use right before the draft. Which we've seen time and time again, prospects get screwed over by that.
In the era.
I mean, Laramie Tunsil fell, 10 draft slots because of something like that?
Laramie Tunsil, Josh Gordon, many players from that era.
Even
Tyrann
recently.
Mathieu, the honey badger.
Yeah. Even recently, not quite marijuana, but we had Jalen Carter fall because I think he was one of the Georgia speeding cars crash or whatever. I don't know. Any Georgia football player gets in legal trouble.
Driving troubles, legal troubles, all kinds.
Someone with a car every time.
Shout out to the documentary, which did a poor job of depicting what happened at that Florida team. Much more interesting story.
Yeah. It really is such missed opportunity with that movie. But, well, we talked about some issues some draft prospects have had, but I want to focus on teams as a whole with issues. And I know there was a stat when we were growing up where it was like 20 years in a row this happened. I don't know the recency about it, but I know the Patriots just did it, where a team goes from worst in the division to first in the division the next year.
Hate that they're the ones that get credited for doing that. Because shout out to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think they may have done it too. Were they last year?
They weren't
first. Tennessee was last.
Yeah, but they weren't first though.
Yeah,
the entire AFC South was looking sketch. Shout out to the Texans though, who had a resurgence, even though the rest of their division was falling off a cliff, and the Colts imploded.
Both of our teams
imploded again.
Yeah,
and imploded again.
Those poor Colts.
Imploded again.
Both the Jets and the Raiders, our two teams, did finish in last place last year, as well as the Titans, the Browns, the Cardinals, the Saints, the Giants, and the Lions.
True bottom feeders, and then Lions, why are you back?
Lions finished.
What are you doing here?
In last
if
place.
This is the fan therapy meeting. I would be like, hey, haven't you had your time?
Yeah.
You're like a veteran of the program. You shouldn't be here.
They finished 9-8, tied with the Vikings, and Vikings had divisional tiebreaker. So the Lions are technically the last place team in the NFC North with a winning record, which is crazy. So I want to see, Malcolm, just your thoughts of those 8 teams. I want us to try and see who we think is going to be a candidate to go from worst to first next year. Now
bottom to the top. Let's
start off with our teams, Jets and Raiders. Do they have any chance?
Straight to the bottom. Straight to the bottom. Let's just protect all of our feelings, hopes, and emotions. Put them at the bottom. If they ascend to the top, good for them. I believe in them all the way.
The issue with our teams is they got to go through.
I believe less in the Jets. Let me clarify that.
I believe more in the Jets because the Raiders, they got to deal with 3 playoff teams.
Yeah.
We only got to deal with 2 playoff teams. So I think it's
one less of a team to go to the playoffs with.
Yeah. No, Jets.
If anything, from a roster standpoint, for once, I think there's actually some foundation behind my blind hope.
Hey, well, so let's cross Jets and Raiders off the list of them being possible.
Ouch.
That leaves us with 6 teams. Do you think the Titans have any chance?
No.
As much as it pains me to say it, the Jaguars are just
Absolutely
too good.
not. Want to hit you with one of these?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. Don't disrespect the U. Cam Ward's playing great. I just think that division.
No, for
If
Mendoza disrespected to you. I'm just following in
oh
suit with my
well,
quarterback.
man, get out of here with that.
Woo!
We gave Mendoza a good fight. I'm happy with how Miami played in the
You did. You
championship.
did. You did. You put up a very ACC effort.
I mean, we had no business being there, right?
That
Even in
means
the
it's a
playoff as
team.
a whole, everyone wanted Notre Dame over us, so
Yeah, Notre
we proved
Dame,
our worth.
Duke, any other ACC school would do, I guess.
Oh shit! Next name up. Do you think the Browns have any chance? I think no.
Without Stefanski, I think they might do even less.
Yeah.
No, absolutely no, not.
And then last team that I don't want to spend too much time on, the Cardinals.
Ah!
And probably the
Shout out to LaFleur. I hope
no,
you
that's right.
LaFlourish.
They got Mini LaFleur
No,
over
he's definitely
there.
not gonna
No shot.
LaFlourish. Not gonna LaFlurry. Not gonna La Perry. Not
Yeah.
gonna do anything. He's gonna have to keep his guard up though the whole time he's out there in the desert.
Yeah. So I think this kind of leaves us with three, I think, very feasible options
Huh.
to go from worst to first. First name up is the Giants, who look, I know you
I
got
thought
the
you said three
Eagles.
options.
I think the Giants could do it.
No,
Eagles are
absolutely
falling
not.
apart.
Yes,
Cowboys are always a mess.
also true.
Commanders, Jaden Daniels, is he gonna be good? Is he gonna be hurt? Who
Also
knows?
true. Are the Giants better? Is Harbaugh enough?
Harbaugh, a healthy Malik Neighbors, a healthy Cam Scatabo, a healthy Jackson Dart.
You're naming a bunch of very good players. Are they great enough to win a division and then also ultimately take that team to the playoffs?
I feel like you're leaning no here. I feel like
Very heavily on the no side, but like I'm interested in your yes. I
I mean
am.
I'm trying to force it. So that leaves us with two options now. And I think both of these options I think are actually not just possible. I'm gonna make a case that they're both
Plausible.
likely. Not even
Likely.
plausible. I
I
think
like
likely both of
I
these
like the
teams.
the elevations are likely.
Yeah. First off, the easy one, the Lions.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's very.
Move along. Shame that they didn't make the playoffs last year.
And then best is they're gonna have a fourth place schedule, so they'll be playing the Cardinals, the Giants, this other team. They'll be
More
playing
reason why the Giants don't need to be on this list at all.
Drew. So I think the Lions can likely win the division. The Bears are good. Packers are good. I know. Lions
Nah,
had a
but
down
like
year.
if we
They're,
play in the NFC East for all the reasons you mentioned, all those
yeah.
teams now have some more wins added to their schedule.
So I think the Lions are live, and I think this team is an interesting one.
What's this last one though?
The New Orleans Saints.
Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. NFC South. Well, if the Panthers can do it.
I'm gonna say, I mean, this is this NFC
Ah,
South every
who am I
year.
to say that the Saints can?
I mean, Tyler Shuck looked really good towards the end of last
He didn't look
year.
bad.
You
Man, he
got
looked bad for a lot of that year. So
you got Chris
he seemed to
Olave.
figure out some things. Yeah, yeah. Build a connection with Chris Olave. They still have Kamara in that backfield. And man, Cam Jordan's not getting any younger, but he's also not looking any older.
Right. Like, I mean, that's and that defense seemed to piece it together a little bit more and more towards the second half of the season.
This is the franchise that raced Tyrann Matthews' whole career for the most part, though. So I
Yep.
also
I
have
mean,
some qualms about accepting their ability to turn a great defensive player's tenure on their team into trash.
yeah, but I think they got a good O-line. I think, Cesar
They've
Ruiz has been
drafted well.
playing
Speaking of
good.
teams that have used their first round picks on offensive linemen over the past couple of years, the Saints have significantly bolstered their offensive line over the course of 10 years.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Chase Young on the edge is still a very valuable player. Kool-Aid
mercenary,
McKinstry's getting better, it
Kool-Aid
seems
McKinstry
like.
now. Now you got
Like
some interest there.
defense is looking better, and like it's the Bucks and the Panthers are all they got to beat. The Falcon, like I like it a lot. I really
I'm gonna
do.
call this the Blizzard Blitz, though. What's the next segment? Let's keep it pushing. I
Yep, that's fair enough. We are
don't
surviving
know if you
the
see I'm shaking
elements
in my
out
boots.
here on the bottom feeders. Saints and Lions, I think, are both live to go from worst to first, but we're gonna go back to our roots here. We are a fantasy football podcast at our heart.
Okay,
We have been doing a way too early mock draft, pick by
way too.
pick, and we're gonna keep it going with the second half of the first round on this episode. Just to give you a recap of where we were at last week, I've been doing all the odd picks. Malcolm, you've been doing all the even picks.
Let's keep it
And
even. Let's get a good clean fight.
so
Okay.
we had Bijan Robinson 101, followed by Chase, then Puka, then JSN, then Jameer Gibbs, and then you took probably our first controversial pick, maybe
Surprise!
Christian McCaffrey at the sixth overall
Bum bum
pick. I mean,
bum.
it is crazy to say that taking the
Bum.
leading scorer in fantasy sixth overall is controversial, but it's McCaffrey.
Uh-huh.
Injuries are
Uh-huh.
always a thing.
No, go ahead. You made my point, counselor.
Yeah. So we're gonna just keep this ball rolling here with
I
the
need
seventh
not
pick.
argue my case.
I got you covered over here, man. And with the seventh overall
Public
pick,
defender number one.
we're gonna keep it safe. Seventh overall, you don't want to be too risky with us. CMC's already gone. So any
It's an
good
airline
risk,
joke if that people didn't get it at home.
any good risk is gone. So at 107, I will go Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay.
He is just a pillar of
The sun
consistency.
god.
I'm gonna trust him to, at seventh overall. I'm happy with Amon-Ra. I'm very
Shout out to
happy.
USC. Shout out to receivers from USC. Proud lineage.
So with the eighth
8.
overall pick, who you going?
Give me Jonathan Taylor.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, even
When I think of
despite,
somebody who can anchor a team, even at the 8th slot, Jonathan Taylor. Solid pick.
yeah, I mean, he could end up being a top two running back in fantasy. So at the eighth spot, that's a steal.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it at
What we
the
doing?
running
Where we
back
going?
position,
Okay.
and I'm gonna keep it in the AFC, and I'm gonna go
Ooh.
with the only good player on this team.
Dum
Give
dum
me
dum.
Devon Achane.
Wow.
I
Wow.
think
Wow.
his
Wow.
upside, his
Wow.
receiving background. I don't care who's playing quarterback for Miami. I know who's playing running back,
Hmm.
and they're gonna get the ball a lot. Give me Devon Achane, ninth
Okay.
overall.
George Pickens 10.
Pickens over CD.
CD still on the board?
CD is still on the board. Yes.
Change that to CD.
CD Lamb, I got you. Yep. I was say it. I almost took CD at
There's no
9.
way that
Yeah.
both of them are going outside the top 10.
I almost took CD at 9, but running backs are just so hard to find.
That's tough. I thought about taking a running back there, but I was like, nah, well, there's also still a dominant receiver one out there.
I think at 11, there's a few names I could go. I mean, a lot of names come to mind. I mean, you could go anywhere in the tight end position with the top two players. I think both would make sense. But I'm gonna stick with running back because it's so hard to find running backs in fantasy. Give me James Cook.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
I mean, led the league in touchdowns
That's
this
definitely where
past
I was about
year.
to go. But I mess with the vision.
Yeah, I think he's just
Mhm.
too
Okay.
consistent in that offense. Now to close out the first round, lots
Shout
of
out to Doug.
lots of
Because
good
this is
names on the
not something
board
that I
still.
wouldn't expect from an ESPN draft or anywhere else. But I think it's to pay homage to our league. Josh Allen.
QB 1 to end the first round. Lots of good names on the board still. QB 1 to end the first round.
Because this is not something that I wouldn't expect from an ESPN draft or anywhere else. But I think it's to pay homage to our league. Josh Allen. QB1 to end the first round. 1
QB1 to end the first round. Which I mean, hey, it's
I
quarterbacks. I
I don't
think,
agree with it, but I've seen it happen too many times within the course of our drafts and just otherwise. I'm like,
yep,
look, you never know what you got to prepare for. So that's the one thing that some of these mock drafts don't do well, which is the irrational moves that some people make. Where you're
yeah.
like, is this allegiance or otherwise? It happened.
Which is interesting debate. One, I'm guessing. So you did this based on what you expect, which I think a lot of leagues will see Josh Allen go at the end of the first, beginning of the second. Do you think what's more important in fantasy, the quarterback position or the tight end position? Both are kind of starved of value.
We kind of talked about this in the pre-draft segment. I'm not going to reveal too much of what we discussed, but I will say I think that having a reliable tight end in fantasy is far less. I don't know. It's far it's much reliable, much less reliable position than quarterback is. You're more likely to find a quarterback that you can ride with throughout the different
Yeah.
weeks than you are tight end. So I would say tight end that to that capacity.
Normally, I would agree with you, but this year a tight end actually feels deep. I mean, Fannon's a
It gives that
star.
illusion every year.
It does. Pitts is actually looking good. Is
And
it
then
just
you
a one
realize the depths
year?
of it, and you're like, I don't think this is a sliding scale.
Yeah,
I think
well,
it's a spectrum and with uneven mirrors.
yeah, well, that completes the first round of our way too early fantasy mock draft. We had Bijan, Chase, Puka, JSN, Gibbs at the 5 spot, followed by CMC, Amon Ra, Jonathan Taylor, Devon Achan, CD at the 10th spot, and then James Cook and Josh Allen, a couple of Bills to close out the first round.
Dollar bills, y'all.
And as we close out the first round, we will also close out yet another episode of the Bottom Feeders
Yes.
podcast. Malcolm, you got any last words for the people?
Like, subscribe, comment. You know the vibe. I'll see you down there in the comment section. Blah.
Like,
Oh,
comment, subscribe. Keep an eye out for some maybe new projects we have coming off in the next couple of weeks or months or whatever it
yes,
may
sir. Yes,
be.
ma'am.
And yeah, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you guys. Email us if you have
Wah.
any draft thoughts on your own. Otherwise, we will see y'all
See
next
y'all
week.
next week. Peace.
Cloud. All right, let me get a few sniffles out. I've been a little sick the last few days.
Carson sick? What?
I know, right? Well, I stayed in a hotel the last,
Man,
like,
travels more than anybody that I know and has the immune system of a newborn infant.
bro, it sucks. Every time I travel, I end up sick. And I
And
travel
then,
a
and then,
lot.
and then he comes home and he's like, "Oh, I'm surprised that I'm sick." I'm like, "Where you been?"
I even knew it was coming this time too.
I
Like,
only traveled across the country 3 times back. He's like, "Well,
dude, I
I
was
wonder
in
where you picked it up. Was it Dallas? Or was it Orlando? Was it?"
today with the are live with the Bottom Feeders podcast, Carson
Yes,
alongside
yes,
Malcolm.
yes.
Malcolm, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling
Oh
good.
yeah.
How y'all living?
That's what we like to hear. We are a podcast, as you just heard from the intro, dedicated to the last.
Oh,
This is your first time listening. We try to keep it fresh with our fantasy and our real NFL fandom failures to provide a safe space for everyone struggling with their football fandom. And with the off season here, we Jets and Raiders fans, us, and I'm sure there are some poor Browns or Cardinals fans out there going through it as
oof.
well.
It's been a
Uh,
tough road.
yeah, we have our eyes ahead to next season and the draft especially. But speaking of next season, Malcolm, I know if you are a returning listener, thank you for your support. Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you. Thank you.
And we got some cool stuff planned ahead for next season. Malcolm, do you want to maybe spill a little bit of the
Spearhead the
secrets?
discussion in the league meeting for the next year? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, spill
You
some
know,
tea.
um, we have a lot of things planned as far as growth and giving you guys more content, whether it's spanning a different sports, but then also just in general, we want to focus more on that correspondence. We have a lot of games coming up. We're definitely going to feature a lot more of our league mates for our actual fantasy league, but then also just in general, maybe get involved with some of the people who have been supporting us and also merge and talk to some of the channels that have also been relying. So we have some type of correspondence and kind of build up that nationwide fan network that we're hoping to connect with and engage with our content. So yeah, we have some big goals and some big dreams for next year, but then also
Yeah.
look forward to some of the off-season content that's going to feature some of the things that we're going to integrate with our content next year. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
going to be
no,
fun.
I'm really excited for what we have coming up for next year and everything in between too. Really excited to hopefully get our official business license, and from there we can maybe start
Yeah.
doing some merch for you guys. I know people have been asking about our beautiful logo crafted there. Does Wouldn't that fish look great on a t-shirt, on a hat, on something, right? Like
On a football,
on a football even. Yeah. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do a giveaway once we hit, I don't know,
some plushies,
1,000 subs or something. We'll give away a signed football from the two of us.
a bottom feeders.
Bottom feeders football.
You know what? Signed by the lowest and with the highest regards.
Yeah. And yeah, and hopefully, I really hope that next year, as much as it was fun to finally taste victory in our fantasy football league,
Are you hoping to lose?
I guess I'm not
Yeah.
hoping to lose, but I'm hoping that
After 15 years of waiting, 14 years of waiting, this man is now hoping to lose after tasting victory for the first time. I don't know about you, but ever since I
I,
won the championship, I've been trying to get back. It's been brutal.
yeah, it's tough out there. I mean, 15 years. I mean, I think in the last 8 seasons, the two of us, we only have one top three finish, and that was this year. So it's a 6 or 7 year gap. Apologies for the joke there. But hopefully it's not another 6 or 7 years. But if it is, we're ready. We got the pod set up, so you guys will have some good listening.
Speaking of numbers,
What is
I remember, I seem to recall one of our favorite segments from last week was called Keep For, Cut For,
keep
and
four, cut four?
I'm very excited
Yeah.
because
So,
I have some Patriots here for you.
oh
Go
God,
ahead and announce the segment, but
not the fucking
I'm ready.
Patriots. Well, yeah. Well, we're gonna switch gears. Leading up to the draft, we wanted to get excited for the draft, or maybe less excited, depending how you look at it, and go through our teams and every team's history of first round picks since 2000 and do little keep four, cut four lists. So far, we have done the Jets, Raiders,
Mhm.
Broncos, Bills, and so far, I gotta say, I think the Bills have had the best list of names. Maybe Denver, but Denver
It
has
was
some
tough.
busts in there.
Man, that's why I'm wearing orange this week to
Yeah.
commemorate the sacrifices that were made last week. It was tough.
Yeah. Denver swung and missed on a lot of first round quarterbacks before they found Bo Nix.
Swing and a miss.
But hey, that's what you got to do in the draft. The Jets have swung and missed on every quarterback they've ever
Sure.
drafted. But one of
That's a
these
very
days,
kind perspective from a Jets fan.
one of these years, we're going to get it right. Hopefully, not this year. I don't want Ty Simpson. I'll wait till next year and take a quarterback. But
Okay, camera's right over here. I'm looking straight into it. Okay, cool.
you seem
Yeah.
eager to tell me these Patriot names, Malcolm. Let's
You
start
don't
us
want a
off.
quarterback to work out? Really?
Yeah, not this
No
year. I
matter
don't want
who
to
it
take a
is, you
quarterback.
guys aren't desperate enough. You guys will actually want to be picky. You guys like want to like the person that works out.
Yeah, I'll take Carson back in the
That is a
fourth
luxury
round.
most franchises don't get. But I mean, look at the Broncos fans and Bo Nix as an example. They
Yeah,
don't like that guy, but you know what? They're happy it's working out. And I was rooting for him because they don't like him. I feel like that's even better.
yeah.
I believe
Bo Nix is
if they're not
very
going to.
polarizing quarterback. Well, we'll see how Denver does without him. There's no way he plays maybe at all next year.
The dude tried to play in the game last. You know what? I'm gonna mind my business, but I think that man, that man's crazy. You don't know what Bo
Eh,
might do.
You got him?
Bo
No,
knows.
Bo
Only Bo
knows.
knows.
That is funny. The
You don't
AFC West
encounter
full of
people named
Bows.
Bo often, right? Like I think that is a specific breed of individual,
What's
right? The
crazy?
audacity to even name your child Bo is like, hey, you know what? We're gonna nod to this person, but also, hey, that seems to reflect in their personalities. All Bows seem to be the same. I don't know a soft Bo.
That's fair enough. History in the NFL has showed only hard bows, so.
Like, shoot, Bo
But
Peep.
all
I
right,
peeped your game, Bo.
I'm ready as a Jets fan to unhappily
Oh,
reminisce on these
you want this
Patriots.
Patriots list?
I
Okay,
want to get it
well,
over and done with, but I'll probably still draft a good team for the Patriots.
okay. If it's
I
such a draft,
I
the
watched them
Jets
kick
draft
some ass.
strategy,
Shouldn't be too hard, but
you'll be very familiar with some of these players.
all right. Let's hear the first name.
First name, Drake May.
It's
Cut or
early.
keep. Cut
I
or keep.
know. I know
Cut
it's
or
early.
keep.
He's been in the year for two leagues,
That is
not
the
two leagues, two
question.
seasons. But in those two seasons, he's made it to the Super Bowl. He's won the
Yes.
AFC. He was second in MVP voting. I think I got to keep him. I think that's a franchise quarterback right there. Sure, he
Okay.
struggled in the postseason, but I got to keep Drake May. Uh,
Keep.
Positional value
Okay.
of quarterback is just too hard not to keep him.
Shall we move along?
Move along, yeah.
All right. Second, Devin McCourty.
Ooh, I feel like I gotta keep him, right? I hate keeping the first two in this game, but Devin McCourty, one of the most consistent safeties of our era growing up, Rutgers legend. He won what, three Super Bowls with the Patriots?
Many.
I want to say three, maybe more. I mean, he was never the top safety in the league, but he was always like top, like in the fifth best
He's around
safety.
there.
I'm gonna keep him. Let me keep McCourty. Shout out Rutgers. Shout out
Okay.
Jersey.
Number three, Vince Wilfork.
Fuck. Damn, I should have cut some of these already. I should have cut both of them.
Maybe, perhaps.
I mean, you can't cut Vince
It's
Wilfork. He's
no, you
maybe
can't. Huh?
he's a top five interior defensive lineman all time, arguably.
Let's keep it pushing then. You know,
I mean,
that's still
you got
keeps.
Mean
You
Joe
feel comfortable
Green.
with that?
You got Mean Joe
Yeah,
Green. You got Aaron Donald.
Vince
You
Wilfork.
got
He's in there.
yeah, Reggie White was DN technically, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So gotta keep Vince. Three keeps to start. Ugh.
Number four, Richard Seymour.
Richard Seymour, great player, really good. I'm okay cutting him.
Okay.
I'm okay cutting him. I think keeping Will Fork over him is the better decision. And I can't use my last keep on Seymour. I'm sure you got some heavy hitters coming. We'll cut Seymour.
Number five, Nate Solder.
I'm okay to cut Solder. I mean, with names
Okay.
like Will Fork and McCourty, Solder, I don't think will ever even be a finalist for the Hall of Fame. McCourty might be. Will Fork will be a Hall of Famer. May, he's on the path already.
I
Let's
will
cut
forewarn
Solder.
you, the list gets very dicey from here on out.
Hey, I only got one keep left though. So that's the thing is I still have to cut two players, keep one. I gotta keep that last keep open.
Speaking of keeping certain players, next player, Chandler Jones.
This one, this one's tough. I don't know if Chandler
Okay.
Jones is a Hall of Fame caliber player. I mean,
Mhm.
there were some years where he was maybe the best in the league at the position, though. That's the thing. Did he ever lead the league in sacks?
If he didn't, he was up there, kind of like Devin McCourty, who's a top five
It's
player at his
like
position for
I
most of his
feel like
career, including
yeah,
before and after he left for Arizona.
I feel like Chandler
Because he both
Jones.
returned to the
Well,
Patriots, I think, sometime in that tenure too.
but that's I felt like his best sack seasons were with Arizona. And if we're only focusing on the Patriots tenure, which is like his
He won a
value as a
Super Bowl with
Patriot,
with the Patriots as
he
well,
won a
though, and
Super
also was a
Bowl.
top 10 rusher in that year.
I th-
That's where I think like his Pro Bowls get dicey.
I could be remembering this wrong, but I feel
He
like
might have
his
got traded mid-year one of the years
yeah,
the Cardinals went to Super Bowl, I think.
like I feel like his best statistical seasons were with the Cardinals. So I'm going to cut
Okay.
Chandler Jones, hold out for a better Patriot at least. Like I think
Next,
Wilfork, McCourty, big Patriots.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. Oh man. I mean, I
Oh
gotta cut.
no. Oh
Gotta cut.
no. Gotta cut, gotta cut, gotta cut.
So did I keep is that my last cut? Is
That is
that
your last cut.
yeah, so I've kept the first three and then cut the next four.
And then I told you it's probably a descending list, right?
Let's see the last name.
The last name on this list is a cornerback. A young cornerback.
Oh, is this Christian
Perhaps
Gonzalez?
someone you're delighted to have. It is, in fact, Christian Gonzalez.
Oh, I think that's a
You've made it
perfect
out like a
list.
bandit, sir.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
I
Yes,
mean
sir. Well executed. Well executed.
thank you, thank you.
Tremendous.
I think maybe I could cut Gonzalez for Chandler Jones. Gonzalez is
Richard
great.
Seymour, man. Richard
Seymour.
Seymour. I thought it was straight four keeps. I had finally caught you on a list where it was like, yeah, no, these are undeniable.
I think if I kept Seymour, I think I would have been happy with the list too. Honestly, that's a lots of big D linemen too. That front
They're
seven,
tough. That's who they draft in the first round.
yeah.
They were consistent with that since the
I
60s.
I
I
guess
was
that's
like, oh
fair
my goodness.
is when
And
you
the
have
offensive
Tom
lineman here and
Brady.
there.
Yeah, when you have Tom Brady for 20 years, it doesn't really matter what skill position players you have. He'll
No.
make them all good.
They're just like, hey, we need help everywhere else. Let's
That's
draft the guy.
crazy. Okay.
So,
Yeah,
well done.
keeping May and Gonzalez might be too early to do that over someone like Seymour and Chandler Jones, but all in all, can't complain too much with the list.
That was well executed. All
Yeah.
right. Hit me with your
All
best
right.
shot.
Now I got you with
Why
the
don't you
Chargers
find
here.
a way?
They got Chargers keep four, cut four, focusing on their Charger
Gold
tenure
Chargers.
of first round picks. And I'll give you
We don't have the sound box yet. That's one of the things we'll have for next season. So
yeah, keep an
we'll
eye
see.
out, listeners. I'll give you a warning about this Chargers list. I go,
Warning.
eh,
Warning.
I'm trying to like
Warning.
not give too much
Warning.
away. There's more defense than there is offense.
Caution.
I'll give you that
This is a
heads up.
Chargers list. It will be extremely mediocre.
You say that. I don't know. First
Oh,
name
right.
up.
This is the first round picks that always had success within the franchise, but not playoff success, and then left for other teams that had playoff success. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
First name up. One of the better defensive backs in the league when we were growing up. Quentin Jammer.
Oh, keep. Shout out to
Keeping
NFL
Jammer.
Street.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was a beast. People forget how good he was for like a while.
A while. A long time. I think there was some time with the Colts, I believe, as
I
well.
believe he was with Indy for a bit. I feel like people forget that Jammer was like the third or fourth best corner in the league for like 5 years
And
in a
that's
row.
specifically from the era of football where we grew up watching. So, you know,
Yeah. And that was a
very
lot much the
particularly
quarterback position
a
was
lot of
so much
firsthand
yeah.
accounts from that era where I was like, oh, you wouldn't believe that a kid was up watching this game on Monday night. But I was like, oh no, I remember that Monday night game where he played, you know,
That era of corners was such a physical era too. And Jammer was one of the
they love to
best.
tackle.
Yeah.
They love to tackle. And they play
But
press. So
okay. Quentin Jammer is a keep to start. Next name up, Sean Merriman.
keep. Lights out.
Yeah. Lights out. One of the hardest hitting, you talk about physicality and hard hitting DBs. He might be one of the hardest hitting linebackers in that
You
era,
see what I did
maybe
there?
all
I
time.
turned the lights out.
Oh, nice. Nice. There we go.
Okay. Practical effects. That's what we got right now. We're working with it. We Hollywood.
Oh my goodness. So
Sorry to
far
interrupt.
you have kept your first two names, Quentin
Much like
Jammer,
you,
Antonio Cromartie. Oh,
I'm gonna adopt a Carson strategy for let's keep them all the good names first, and
well,
then if we end up with some bummers in the end, it is what it is.
it
The
is what it
Chargers.
is. I
Gold
just
Chargers.
I just gave it away trying to read my paper right, but you kept Quentin Jammer, you kept Sean Merriman. Next name up, Antonio Cromartie.
How can I not? But cut.
Yeah, it's tough.
Much like the other people we've discussed, like Chandler Jones and whomever else, undeniably, Antonio Cromartie was a beast everywhere he went. But
Yep.
he went a lot of places, and there are probably a lot of the Chargers down here on the list somewhere that I might want to keep. So
Yeah. I mean, Antonio Cromartie, amazing on the Chargers, amazing on the Jets too. The best
Cardinals.
cornerback. That's true.
He was
But
on that Cardinals Super Bowl team. Again, like I'm not even sure
yeah.
who they had in that secondary, but they had a lot of people who we would recognize.
Yeah. I mean, that's Cromartie and Revis is still the best cornerback duo I've ever seen in my
Hmm.
life.
In person too.
Yeah.
Got to see them in person.
Got to see them in person. I got to see them 2010, I think it was, week 18 or week 17 against
Yeah.
the Bengals when they shut down. I think Ocho Cinco had one catch. Hujmanzada had two catches. It was
TJ,
awesome.
okay, so I think I was at this game. TJ
Yeah,
Houshmandzadeh.
that was
I
big.
remember seeing his ponytail because his helmet got knocked off. And at some
Yeah.
point in the game, I was just like, "Oh my God, that's TJ Houshmandzadeh." I turned to my mom. She was like, "What the fuck is that?"
TJ, who's your mama?
Dude, TJ, who's your mama?
One of the best old fantasy team names. But we're gonna cut Cromartie. Next name up, another defensive back, Derwin James.
Obvious. Oh wait, no, this is the Chargers list. See, I thought this is the Chargers who had traded Jerwin James, but they haven't traded him yet. And obvious keep. Yep, no keep,
I
keep,
mean, I
keep,
think
keep,
he's
keep,
the best safety in football right now.
keep. Him and Buda Baker I have very strong feelings about as
Buda
far as
Baker.
like placing them above maybe even backs like Patrick
Kyle
Surtain.
Hamilton's Kyle Hamilton's the big name right now, but I'll take Derwin James
I
over
think
Hamilton.
certain cornerbacks are overrated in comparison to the effect that Buda Baker and Derwin James have on the game, even
Oh,
at the
fair.
safety position. You know,
Well, you're playing a dangerous game, keeping three of the first four.
three in the chamber.
So you only have one keep
Who's the
left,
fourth?
four names to go. Next name up, Joey Bosa.
Cut. Easy.
Easy cut. I don't know if it's easy, but
Oh, well, because of his political leanings, it's very easy for me, but nah, I'm messing with you. In general, though, or for real talk, I also feel like he's one of those younger players who he had a great tenure on the Chargers. Had he stayed a Charger his whole career, he'd probably be a keep. But
yep.
because now he's going to have a better career on the Bills, I think maybe have some deeper playoff runs. I think that's going to be a player we forever kind of see with a split legacy. And obviously, kind of like Cromartie, undeniably great player. But, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't on the Chargers for
I want to
I
keep
think
this
he was
with
only
his
there for
last
five
player,
years.
a Charger legend. So hopefully that comes up. But if not, we'll see. I
Yeah,
think
all
that might
right.
be a mistake as well.
Well, I got three names left for you. You've only done defensive players so far. You've kept Quentin Jammer, you've kept Merriman, you've kept Derwin James, cut Cromartie, cut Boza. Next name up, we're going back to the offense. Melvin Gordon.
Nah, cut, cut, cut,
Yeah.
cut, 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 cut. You cut and cut and cut.
Tell you what,
Great Charger. Great Charger.
those three
Great Chargers
years,
career. Then he went into Denver and had some success as an AFC West football fan. For sure. I respect and understand Melvin Gordon's impact on those teams for those years. However, again, I have this sneaky suspicion there might be somebody out there.
maybe.
Your face, you man.
Well,
This is why we gonna practice before we play poker again. Okay, we'll work on that.
well,
Golly.
I got two names left for you.
Screaming, just screaming.
Next name up, Justin Herbert.
Keep,
You're gonna keep Herbert.
keep.
I mean, hey, positional
Franchise
value.
quarterback since Philip Rivers. Philip Rivers was another name I was perhaps waiting to hear, but he was drafted by the Giants. So,
That's exactly right. I
yo,
thought about
that creates kind of a problem. Eli
I
might be
I
out
thought
there
about
too, I guess,
I
hypothetically,
I
looking at
thought
that
about throwing
same
a curveball and
question.
putting Eli Manning on the
I would
list.
have kept him.
I really
I would have
wanted
kept him.
to.
Would have kept him over Herbert too, and people
Yeah.
would have been pissed.
So one name left. You have kept Jammer, Merriman, Herbert, and Derwin James, meaning you have to cut this last name. And that name is Hall of Fame running back LaDainian Tomlinson. You had a good list going. You had it
Oh
going.
man, see that sneaking. My spider senses are never wrong.
Yeah, no,
I'm over
you
here
were
pulling
whole.
the trigger on Justin Herbert because I'm like, all right, it's the best thing he gonna throw at me. All right, there's no way he's holding out more. But I haven't heard LT's name. 2005 was on the top of my mind.
So he was drafted. Fun fact, I
2004.
didn't know this. He was drafted in the same draft class as Drew Brees. LT Chargers took LT in the first,
2001?
2001. LT in the first round, Brees in the
Running back out
second.
of TCU?
And what's crazy is they didn't do anything with that team. Like I know Breeze wasn't really Breeze until the Saints,
As
but
I've told you
still.
before, I was a fan of that team, though. That's crazy. The time market at 2000,
Yep.
2001, though. That makes the tenure of their greatness a lot shorter.
I mean, it also just these names, I was shocked going through how many just stud first round picks the Chargers have had.
I
Like I
mean, it
didn't
doesn't surprise me though. They're always constantly out of position because of their either mediocrity or their shortcomings, like the Broncos, Raiders, and Chiefs in that division, who have been 4-12 far more often than they had been 8-8.
yeah, no,
They
it's
have had the opportunities to pick people, and it's actually interesting when you dissect their draft histories because you're like, ooh, specifically within the first round, a lot of them hit more often than not.
yeah, they do a great
And the
job. And
directions of those franchises were not changed.
a lot of those picks I told you too weren't even like early first rounders. Like Sean Merriman was a 12th overall pick, not top 10.
I spoke to the mediocrity.
Antonio, yep.
It
Antonio
led to some good
Cromartie,
things as well.
19th. Yep. I almost threw on Antoine Cason.
Oh, that would have been a good one as well.
That one, he was 27th. Um, let's see. Where's the next name? Melvin Gordon went 15th overall.
I remember his draft, and specifically, I felt like the first 20 picks were just like, okay, all of these could be starters. I don't understand exactly what's going on here. Why certain
Let's see,
teams are getting certain
2015
players.
draft. Oh, well, that 2015 draft was just one of the most polarizing drafts of all time. Let's look at just some of the
Let's look
big
at that for a
names.
second. Let's
Some,
examine.
let
Bottom,
me,
speaking of bottom feeders, bottom
because
feeder activity.
there are some insane names on this, and then some other names where you're like busts. But all right, 2015 first overall pick, we got Jameis Winston,
In
Mariota
Tampa?
in Tampa.
Let's keep that tenure. Mariota in Tennessee, we gonna keep that tenure too.
Hey,
Now,
won a
Dante
playoff
Fowler's
game.
where it starts to get sketchy. We may not.
Amari Cooper, Brandon Scherf.
We already did this exercise. I don't look. Amari is great. Now that we have players like Amari also in this pool, I am
Yeah,
comfortable placing him in that tier where obviously definitively a good player, but I don't know about his tenure on the Raiders.
nope. I mean, really, just his
Uh-oh.
Cowboys tenure.
This is where it gets sketch.
Like Leonard Williams was really good on the Jets, even better on the Giants,
Brandon
even
Sheriff
better on the
too.
Seahawks.
Both of them are good players, but again, I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like it gets progressively better as they went along.
And then
Not on that first team.
all of a sudden, you get
Uh-oh.
Kevin White.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah.
I am shocked he was able to stay in the league until 2022. Like that blows my mind.
His resilience is a testament to who he is as a professional football player. But right below him, Vic Beasley is the long. I can't wait to get to the Falcons. That's all I'm gonna say.
Falcons
I
will
don't
be
know who's
fun.
gonna have the Falcons, but that's gonna be an interesting group. Eric Flowers, let's not even talk about it. That was tough to see, but the Giants should have seen the
Yep.
writing on the wall with every other draft pick they've had since Eric Flowers, because I feel like Eric Flowers was the best prospect they've had. but they've had problems with the rest of the picks they've had since Eric Flowers, and that's no mistake. I think
Yep.
that's a
Todd
testament to the
Gurley,
leadership that they've chosen
amazing.
at 10.
Melvin Gordon.
Trey Waynes,
Trey Williams was
okay,
like
that's
really
good.
good for
You
one
know,
year, and then it was kind of mid the rest.
he is confusing, but I blame that on Minnesota more than anything else. Danny Shelton's also a weird pick too
Danny
at the
Shelton
time.
too.
It's crazy.
Yep. Marcus
Devontae
Peters.
Parker, that's another one. That's crazy at the starter in the league for years.
Yeah.
Crazily enough.
He was good. I think Devontae Parker was a fine 14th overall pick. I
Eric
mean, yeah.
Armstead, Walt Payton Man of the Year a couple years ago.
Yeah. Eric Armstead, solid. I mean, he's
Marcus
still
Peters
playing.
too at
Marcus Peters,
18.
beast.
Cameron Irving, another player who played longer than they thought they would for
Yeah.
Cleveland too. Has a couple
Nelson
stints.
Aguilar.
Shout
What a
out to
just
SC. So
overall, what a
being a
bad
USC
receiver
fan at that
class.
time too, watching Aguilar still go was a big deal to me because I was like, all right, this is finally like signifying that players like Juju Smith who came after him too are finally like stamped as, USC receivers again.
Yeah. Hey, Laken Tomlinson, one of the better interior offensive linemen at
Byron
28.
Jones too. Shaq Thompson, DJ Humphries, Shane Ray.
Yeah.
Shane Ray had a good run also on that Broncos pass rush in the in that Super Bowl run.
Yeah. I mean, he was. What happened to him that like put him out of the league? I'm
He
like,
got arrested or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to put that on him necessarily, but he had some troubles, I believe.
let's pull up Shane Ray. Oh, he won 2 Grey Cups.
Oh wow. And the Super Bowl.
Oh, he's still playing football with the
Okay, so he just got
Saskatchewan.
injured and then cut from the Bills.
Well, he's
That's
playing
much
with the
better.
Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Right, right, right. My bad for speaking fallacies on your name. Injured? And all the rest of
Yeah,
that.
injured and then released and then right to CFL.
Hey man, gotta stay employed.
I felt like he
Sorry the
did.
man had to go to Toronto to do that.
Yeah,
What a
crazy
crappy
stuff.
city,
Well,
that Toronto. I feel like the tempo is all wrong in that city.
yeah. Well, shout out Shane Ray. Shout out the Chargers and Patriots for that Q4 cut for way better name. Probably the best list of names we've had so far in this segment.
I think it went pretty well. I'm
Yeah.
ashamed that we didn't get to keep LaDainian and Tomlinson, but that's
Yeah,
on me.
that one stings. But
With Khalil Mack, that'll go right in that tier of oh, come on, man.
yeah. But well, that's gonna be it for the first half of this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned after the break where we're gonna keep
Like and
going with our
subscribe.
way too early fantasy mock draft
I'm way
and
too.
got some more content for you guys.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right, we'll see
ma'am.
you
Let's get it
after
going.
the break.
Break.